and welcome to News at this hour. I'm your host Rika Roy, and our top story is about the Waqf bill in Supreme Court tomorrow. The top court will hear the pleas on Wednesday at 2 p.m. There are multiple pleas that have been filed against the Waqf Act. Supreme Court will hear the challenges to this act. There will be a bench led by the CJI. It will be a 3-judge bench, and they will hear the pleas. There have been as many as 65 petitions that have been filed, and more petitions are being filed by the hour. Several intervention petitions have been filed by state governments like Rajasthan and Assam, who are defending the act. Amid continued violence in the state of West Bengal, there is no end to the Waqf war. It's BJP versus TMC in Bengal over who has incited violence. An NHRC team will visit violence at Murshidabad. Meanwhile, in a crackdown on rumour mongers in Bengal, the Bengal police has blocked over 1,000 plus suspicious accounts.
The aftermath of the Murshidabad violence. Politics. With BJP intensifying its attack on the Mamata Banerjee-led TMC government. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath joining the Bengal BJP's The State is Burning charge.
सेकुलरिज्म के नाम पर इन लोगों ने दंगाइयों को दंगा करने की पूरी छूट दे रखी है। पूरा मुर्शिदाबाद पिछले 1 सप्ताह से चल रहा है। सरकार मौन है।
एक्चुअली जिनके पास कुछ ये मत समझिए 1 एकड़ जमीन है, एकड़ से एकड़ जमीन लेके बैठे हुए हैं। कोई कुछ बना दिया उसमें, अभी सोच रहे अब तो गया मेरा टूट जाएगा तो चलो दंगा करो। और जो दंगा कर रहे हैं उनको कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या हो रहा है।
West Bengal BJP chief Sukanta Majumdar in the violence-affected area. He visited a relief camp set up at a school in Malda for displaced families. The ruling Trinamool Congress has hit back, citing misinformation created by BJP around the Waqf law as a trigger for unrest.
It is the manifestation of the political and the religious power by the Mamata Banerjee herself only. और इसके पीछे एक राज है कि जो वक़फ़ प्रॉपर्टीज़ है, स्पेशली कलकत्ता और प्रमुख जगहों पे, इन वक़फ़ प्रॉपर्टियों के ऊपर तृणमूल कांग्रेस के बहुत सारे नेताओं का उसमें वर्चस्व है। वो उसको पकड़ के रखे, उन्होंने उसको दखल कर लिया है।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी जहां तक फेक वीडियो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का, फेक न्यूज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का जो हब बोल सकते हैं, बीजेपी वो हब है। लोगों के अंदर बंटवारे के जो काम करने का इन लोगों का इरादा था वो बेनकाब हो चुका है। और बंगाल ऐसा एक जगह है कि बीजेपी का ये फेक नैरेटिव इंडस्ट्री चलेगा नहीं।
TMC's national ally Congress too has criticized the state of affairs, raising the political crescendo.
বহরমপুর হাসপাতালে আছে, কেউ কলকাতার হাসপাতালে, কেউ নার্সিং হোমে, প্রশাসন কিচ্ছু বলছে না। এরকম অনেক মানুষ আহত হয়েছে, গুলি খেয়ে পড়ে আছে, তার কোনো হিসাব দিচ্ছে না সরকার না প্রশাসন। ধামাচাপা দেওয়ার চেষ্টা চলছে এই ঘটনাকে। এটা কি অন্যায় হচ্ছে?
Amidst the escalating war of words, the West Bengal police have launched a digital crackdown, blocking more than 1,000 suspicious social media accounts accused of spreading fake news and provoking unrest.
ফেসবুক, এক্স হ্যান্ডেল, ইনস্টাগ্রাম এবং ইউটিউবে আমাদের সাইবার ক্রাইমের তরফ থেকে এখনো পর্যন্ত 1093টি ফেক অ্যাকাউন্ট বা এমন কোনো অ্যাকাউন্ট যা থেকে প্ররোচনামূলক, উস্কানিমূলক বক্তব্য পেশ করা হচ্ছিল যাতে সম্প্রীতি ব্যাহত হয়, সেরকম 1093টি সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া অ্যাকাউন্টকে এখনো পর্যন্ত আমরা ব্লক করে দিয়েছি।
Meanwhile, 2 petitions have been filed in the Supreme Court seeking a court-monitored probe into the violence. As the blame game intensifies between political heavyweights, Bengal stands at a crossroads, grappling with violence on the ground and a fierce battle of narratives online. With the state elections on the horizon, all eyes are now on how the state responds, both on the streets and at the ballot box. With Malvika Murli, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said that his government would not allow any protest or demonstration on the streets of the state against the contentious Waqf Amendment Act. Talking to reporters, the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said that if there is any problem against the Waqf Act, then the parties should go to Supreme Court. If anyone has anything to say in its favor or against it, he or she should approach the court. It will be properly discussed there by the judges.
উচ্চতম ন্যায়ালয়ত ইয়াৰ গোচৰ চলিছে কাৰোবাৰ কিবা পক্ষ ৰাখিব আছে উচ্চতম ন্যায়ালয়ত ৰাখক কথাটো তাতে ভালকৈ আলোচনা হ'ব অসমৰ ৰাস্তাত যদি কোনোবাই নামে ওয়াকফক সমৰ্থন কৰা মানুহো ৰাস্তাত নামি যাব তেতিয়াতো কাজিয়া পেছালে হ'ব আমি অসমত কাজিয়া পেছাল নিবিচাৰো আমসুক মই কম যে ভাই আপোনালোকে বিৰোধিতা কৰিলে সমৰ্থন কৰা মানুহটো আছে গতিকে আমাক সংঘাত নালাগে আমি ইয়াত ভাতৃত্বমূলকভাৱে সকলো চলি থাকিব লাগে অসমখন আগুৱাই লৈ যাব লাগে
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Tuesday said that the Mumbai terror attack was a turning point in India's bilateral relationship with Pakistan. Asked why the Indian government rarely discusses Pakistan publicly anymore, Jaishankar explained that there was no need to waste precious time on them. He said that after the government was changed in 2014, Pakistan got a firm message that peddling terrorism would have consequences. He said, since then, India's standing has grown in the world, Pakistan's hasn't.
I would say the 26/11 Mumbai terrorist attack, I would regard it in many ways as the turning point. I think that was when Indian public opinion across political parties, average Indians said, this is now too much. The country cannot accept this kind of behavior from a neighbor. If you see after 2014, when the government changed, this message has been very firm with Pakistan, which is that terrorism, if acts of terrorism are committed, there will be consequences.
It was Tuesday trouble for the Gandhis. The Enforcement Directorate filed a charge sheet against Congress MPs Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, as well as Sam Pitroda, the party's overseas unit chief, in the alleged National Herald money laundering case. A special court has fixed 25th April as the hearing date. This is the first time a charge sheet has been filed against Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. The charge sheet was filed hours after businessman Robert Vadra was questioned by the probe agency in the money laundering case. Congress has alleged that this is a political vendetta against the party. Congress has vowed to fight against it.
The National Herald case is a one-trick wonder where this government has started a money laundering investigation without there being any movement of money, any movement of property. Now there is nothing more except a charge sheet filed in a fake case. This will be contested fully in all aspects, and earlier all statements have been recorded in this regard by the persons including the former Congress President Sonia Gandhi ji. I think the government by such matters is only exposing itself and its campaign of political vendetta.
The property is owned by AJL. Shareholders have no right to any part of that. So what are the proceeds of crime in their hands? Nothing. I am shocked. But then, of course, we have in this country now no rule of law. On the one hand, we talk of the basic structure doctrine, and on the other hand, it's being violated every day through actions of this nature.
कांग्रेस के लगातार 5-6 दशक तक सत्ता में रहने के बावजूद कांग्रेस के अनुसार स्वतंत्रता संग्राम सेनानियों को समर्पित पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी के द्वारा स्थापित ये तीनों अखबार इस कदर घाटे में कैसे चले गए कि वो बंद हो गए। कांग्रेस सरकारों ने उन्हें कोई सपोर्ट नहीं किया। बाकी तो छोड़िए, क्या कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ताओं ने भी सपोर्ट नहीं किया? अगर केवल कांग्रेस के 10% कार्यकर्ता भी नवजीवन, नेशनल हेराल्ड और कौमी आवाज खरीदते रहते तो उनके बंद होने की नौबत नहीं आ सकती थी और 90 करोड़ का घाटा तो 10 साल के अंदर चुटकी बजाते हुए पूरा हो जाता।
Earlier today, Congress MP Priyanka Gandhi's husband and businessman Robert Vadra was grilled for over 6 hours by the Enforcement Directorate in a land deal linked to money laundering case. But the questioning will continue tomorrow as he has been summoned again by the agency. The probe against Vadra is linked to a land deal in Haryana's Shikhopur. As per the ED, Vadra's company had purchased a 3.5-acre plot in Gurgaon's Shikhopur from Omkareshwar Properties for 7.5 crore back in 2008. Vadra's company subsequently sold the parcel of land for 58 crore rupees to real estate giant DLF, suspecting the proceeds to be part of a laundering scheme. The central agency is probing the money trail.
The case that they're asking me about is a 20-year-old case. This is definitely politically motivated, and they can ask me as many questions. All the answers are given, all documents are given, and this is it. I think the ruling government always misuses the agency, and I'm having to face the same.
Time now for a very tiny break on the show. More on the other side. Stay tuned. Punjab Vidhan Sabha leader of the opposition and senior Congress leader Pratap Singh Bajwa was questioned for over 5 hours by the Mohali police today in connection with his alleged statement that bombs had been smuggled into Punjab. The Punjab police had summoned Bajwa over his statement after a case was registered against him under various sections of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita on Sunday. Earlier, the Congress leader had alleged that the Bhagwat Mann government was indulging in vendetta politics.
It was nothing but a political witch hunt. It was complete political vendetta. There was nothing in the questions. They were just questioning me about my sources. There are certain things which I will not like to reveal here. But what I feel is the greatest loss has been to the position, the democratic position of the leader of the opposition. Leader of the opposition is considered to be the shadow chief minister. If a shadow chief minister could be so shabbily treated for 6 hours, he could be interrogated in local police station. What would be the, you could say, condition of an ordinary Punjabi? So I feel Mr. Mann has set a very dangerous precedent. The results will not be good for any democratic party in future. I think so he should have been wise enough. Had there been any question in my TV report, he should have taken up the call, picked up his phone and spoken to me.
You were talking about the experience. You have a lot of experience at this point of time, and you are also saying if the Chief Minister has any question, if Chief Minister has any question for the deteriorating law and order, he could consult you. You are talking about the experience.
Experienced Chief Minister should have immediately picked up the phone and said, Mr. Bajwa, you have a lot of experience of the 80s and 90s. Your party was at the head of this whatever happened during terrorism. He should have taken us in confidence. Instead of this, you register a false case which has no grounds, and then you try and show to the public. If the leader of the opposition is not safe, who else in Punjab could be safe today?
You are talking about the central leadership. You are running a campaign. Central leadership has been standing by you. So how do you see? Because we have seen the lot of leaders, they are holding protests when you are being questioned.
What I feel is what the central leadership has done is something very, very wise. Because in other states, the central leadership and our leaders are facing these kind of adverse conditions in whole of India. If all congressmen stand like they have stood by me like a rock, I think so the party is going to resurge in the whole of India.
Have they summoned you again for appearing before the police?
Till now I have not been told. They said whenever we need you next we'll send you some.
You have already tried to find out a legal remedy from High Court?
Obviously every person will go to the courts. This is my democratic right as a citizen of India.
Have you revealed your sources because they wanted to know?
I can't say everything on camera.
Recently, JEE Main 2025 aspirants found discrepancies in 4 questions of physics, 3 of chemistry and 2 of mathematics. Following this, the National Testing Agency took to microblogging site X to announce that it considers every challenge to the provisional answer key with utmost seriousness. NTA further advised students not to draw conclusions based on the provisional answer keys. Drawing conclusions based on the provisional keys is not desirable, is what this said. NTA would like to advise and inform candidates that they should not be misled by reports that create unnecessary doubt and anxiety. Some more political news now. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin announced the formation of a high-level committee to examine and recommend measures to strengthen state autonomy and enhance center-state relationship as enshrined in the Constitution. Mr. Stalin's move is aimed at giving the state more powers and strengthen relations with the center. The BJP has meanwhile called this a diversionary tactic.
Intensifying its offensive against the BJP and the centre, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin today constituted a committee under retired Chief Justice of India, Kurian Joseph, to examine, evaluate and recommend measures to protect legitimate rights of states guaranteed by the Constitution and to improve centre-state relations. It will also emphasize federalism and recommend measures to retrieve state subjects that were brought under concurrent or central list over the years, weakening states.
நாட்டின் இறையாண்மை மற்றும் ஒற்றுமையை பேணி பாதுகாப்பது ஒன்றிய அரசினுடைய முதற் கடமை. அந்த உயரிய நோக்கத்தினை செம்மையாக செயல்படுத்திட அனைத்து மாநிலங்களும் தங்களுடைய முழுமையான ஒத்துழைப்பினை நல்கிட வேண்டும். அதே வேளையில் மக்களுக்கான வளர்ச்சி திட்டங்களை நிறைவேற்றுவதில் மாநிலங்களின் பங்கு முதன்மையானது. அதற்கு ஒன்றிய அரசு உரிய ஆதரவை வழங்க வேண்டும் என்பதுதான் இதன் அடிப்படை கருத்து.
The BJP calls this diversionary tactic by the ruling DMK amid corruption allegations and law and order issues.
Whenever they are facing the crisis and also whenever they are in power, when they are facing the anger of the people, immediately they start talking about the autonomy of the state. See how many times the DMK was in power at the center. That too in UPA, they were so powerful. Why they did not take any initiative? Why they did not appoint any committee during that time to study about the center-state relationship?
1974, Kalanjar Karnanidhi ji given the memorandum to Indira Gandhi ji. We want to write the flag hosting, the August 15th. Indira Gandhi madam given to state. This is one of the autonomous.
Armed with the recent Supreme Court verdict on governors establishing states' rights, M.K. Stalin is now taking on the BJP on state autonomy, which literally brings together several issues: NEET exemption, two-language policy and fair delimitation. With successive governments at the centre, both the BJP and the Congress usurping states' powers, treating them like municipalities. The big question, will things change? In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find TV.
Now let's listen into what Priyank Kharge had to say on this issue.
The centre is trying to subvert the powers of the state through their actions. They are bending rules to ensure they have more stakes within the government administration. It is nothing but destroying the federal structure that is in the Constitution. The federal structure has allowed India to be a powerful nation today. Today, states like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra, Telangana are contributing more than 50% of the GDP. What is the contribution of his beloved states? Nothing. And he is trying to subvert through universities. He is trying to take away the federal structure through taxation. So this thing needs to be fought back. We need to ensure that we have to preserve our diversity.
Despite a high-level meeting with Chief Minister Sitaramayya late on Tuesday evening, the Federation of Karnataka State Lorry Owners and Agents Association refused to call off its indefinite strike. The Truck Owners Association is protesting against steep hike in diesel prices, increased toll rates and fitness certificate fees for older vehicles. International news now. US President Donald Trump wanted Harvard University that its tax-exempt status can be revoked if it keeps pushing what he called political, ideological and terrorist-inspired sickness. He said that the world-renowned institution should be taxed as a political entity if it keeps pushing political ideology. Elite US University, Harvard was hit with a $2.2 billion federal funding freeze on Monday after rejecting a list of sweeping demands that the White House said was intended to crack down on campus anti-Semitism. Now, at least 3 police officers were killed and 18 others injured after a bus carrying police personnel exploded in the Pakistani province of Balochistan. No group has claimed the attack. The blast struck in Mustang as the vehicle was travelling from Kalat to Quetta. All wounded cops have been shifted to a hospital. Hamas is said to have rejected an Israeli proposal for a 6-week ceasefire in Gaza, which called for the armed group to give up its weapons. The plan gave no commitment to end the war or for an Israeli troop pullout. Key Hamas demands in the exchange for releasing half of the living hostages which it holds.